Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, safe, and well. And the first thing I want to do this morning is give my beautiful wife a shout out, because not only is she an amazing doctor, an amazing mom, amazing partner, amazing human being, she also is an amazing hairstylist. Look at that. Yes. And boy, was I do. So thank you, sweetheart. This morning is going to be amazing. And this message, I promise you, is going to touch you where you live. And please share it. I think everyone in the world will benefit from this message, because this message is all about something that is, no question, what it is that we have to be focusing on right now. It's called locus of control. And it's loosely based on a study and sort of an overview, if you will, an ethnography that was done way back during the time of the concentration camps in World War II by a gentleman by the name of Viktor Frankl, who's a doctor, who's a psychiatrist, and he and his family were put into Auschwitz, and all of his family perished in Auschwitz, but he survived. And the book is amazing. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. I highly recommend you read it. But basically what he talked about is while he was in Auschwitz, in that awful, awful hell that was Auschwitz, he really wanted to understand what it is that gave people purpose, and what it is that how purpose helped for people to survive the worst of all circumstances. So basically what he found out during his time in Auschwitz, and when he came out of Auschwitz, and he wrote about it in this book, Man's Search for Meaning, he found out that he noticed there was a certain quality and certain characteristics of people who managed to navigate that living hell. And he found out something around locus of control, which basically means controlling the things that you can control, which basically, he said, it's what it is that we control in our mind and how we look at life and what we think about and what we don't allow in. And knowing that if we try to control other people and circumstances and behaviors outside of ourselves, we won't do well. We just don't do well. We'll have more mental illness. We'll have more inflammation. We'll have more sadness. We'll have more anger. We won't have peace. And the fact that he did this during the time of his experience in the concentration camp is unbelievably remarkable. That this is what he was putting his energy into. But he said, this is me living the study. I'm getting a chance to see what I'm focusing on, and I'm giving this my purpose. I'm looking at my thoughts. I'm looking at how I go about leading each and every moment of my time here to see what I am putting my energy into, what I can control. So when you look at locus of control, it's basically looking at your time right now. And I think if we were to put our energy into saying, oh my goodness, I want to start trying to control more when it comes to politics. Oh, that's not going to work, right? We can do that with voting, but then we can do it with protesting. But behaviors of politicians, oh my goodness, that is not going to work. Because the more I find myself spending any time, which I don't spend any time anymore, and I never have really much spent time there, I don't want to watch the news. I want to read what I can, take it in, and then respond, hopefully with something that I can do and I have control over. And I think when it comes to things like politics and people's behavior, you know, what people are doing on Facebook or doing on Instagram and what people say, we have to really understand that if we let our energy go there, outside of what we can control, what we have influence over, then we will make ourselves very, very unhappy. And studies show that it will lead to more systemic inflammation, most likely lead to more mental and emotional challenges. So I want to call you forward today to take a strong look at what it is that you have right before your very eyes, what you have in your heart, what it is that you know brings you peace and joy, what you can control and what you have infinite influence over. Because your thoughts, for the very most part, is what we have control over. Where we let our mind go, what we put in our initial environment, we put right in front of us, and literally pour ourselves into that. Connect to it, use it, grow from it, let it influence the way it is that you feel it gives you purpose and passion and power. Because your locus of control is the center of your power, is the center of your peace. It is the center of how your purpose continues to evolve. And you become the change you wish to see in the world, living inside out versus outside in. So with that, thank you, Viktor Frankl. Thank you, Man's Search for Meaning. And thank you for being the change we all wish to see in the world. Much love and every blessing. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.